Okay, hi everyone, and welcome to my first ever stream. I'm obviously not nervous at all. So the reason we're doing this is I was watching my husband playing Final Fantasy, and apparently my reactions were quite amusing, so he decided that he would like to share my reactions with the rest of the world so that you would find them as amusing as he did. We're going to start obviously by creating a character. Now, I am reliably informed that there's a cat character on here, but let's have a little look through everybody and see what we've got. So my pronunciation is going to be horrendous. Please feel free to correct me in the chat if necessary. So let's have a look here. Well, I'm going to be a lady, you know, because I'm a lady. So we've got a hire. So the Hire are said to have first travelled to Eorzea from her surrounding continents and islands. 3 great migratory waves later, they are now the most populous of all the civilised races. They exhibit a relatively modest physique, both in height and build, and are known for their peculiarly short, rounded ears. Well, that's a bit personal, isn't it? Hires are well suited for travelling long distances by foot, a trait thought to account for their swift proliferation. Their espousal of an eclectic variety of languages and traditions is a legacy of their diverse heritage, as is their resulting lack of a unified cultural identity. My goodness, this is very in-depth, isn't it? Alright, so the next one is Elezen. It's a bit like 11. In former times, the Elezen were the sole inhabitants of Eorzea, claiming domination over her. Traditionally a nomadic people, the tall, slender Elezen believed the realm to be theirs by divine right. That's a bit snobby. Unfortunately, their belief made the eventual appearance of the Hire and their multitudes akin to an invasion, and a long history of conflict ensued. Ultimately, the Elezen diverged into the 2 clans that exist today. So I don't think I want to be them. Lalafell. Oh, right, so these are kind of look a bit like hobbits or halflings. A wee people sporting short, rotund bodies. Oh dear. The Lalafell appear as no more than children to the eyes of most. Definitely getting some Tolkien vibes here. Many of these nimble little folk hail from the islands of the South Seas, where they practice a simple agricultural lifestyle. It was not until the opening of maritime trade routes that the gradual migration of Lalafells to Eorzea began. Okay, so not keen on that idea either. So let's have a look at the next one. Oh my goodness, how do I even pronounce this? So the next one is a Mikote. I'm going to go with Mikote. The ancestors of the Mikote made their way to Eorzea during the age of endless frost, traversing the frozen seas in pursuit of wildlife upon which they subsisted. Adaptation to a hunting lifestyle has fashioned them with a keen sense of smell, powerful legs and a tail to provide them with exceptional balance. Okay, so they're a possibility, I think. And then we've got the Rogadian. Let's go with the Rogadian. Known for brawny builds and piercing eyes, the Rogadian are the largest and most rugged of Eorzea's races. The majority of the realm's Rogadian belong to the Seawolf clan. Ooh, I like the sound of a Seawolf clan. A maritime people who earn their keep on or by the sea, be it as sailors, fishermen, or pirates are. Comparatively fewer in number, the Hellsguard, who are known for their more earnest demeanours and can often be found working as bodyguards and smithies. I'm not sure bodyguard suits me overly. Right. Aura, the Aura people. Okay, the curved horns and beautifully scaled patterned scales that characterise the Aura often give rise to speculation that the members of this higher-like race, native to the far east continents of Othard, are in fact the progeny of dragons. Ooh, we like dragons. However, this has long been disputed, with scholars citing several distinct differences in the 2 races as evidence of decidedly dissimilar roots, first and foremost being the enhanced hearing and spatial recognition granted by an aura's cranial projections. not attributed to draconian horns, and the second being the gross disproportion in body mass between males and females. Okay, so quite like the dragon connotations there. Hoth. Oh, they don't come in ladies. Well, that's a bit sexist. Hrothgar. So let's just have a look at them anyway. So the Hrothgar, hailing from the distant shores of Isambard. Do you know what? I think they literally just put hard words in on purpose to make me sound silly. So the Hrothgar are a burly people of lion-like appearance. The males are at least, females number staggeringly few amongst their population and are thus rarely as much glimpsed by the other races. Okay, so that's why you can't be one of them, because they're rare. Okay, and then at the bottom is Viera. Oh my goodness, she has got some rabbit ears going on. So tall stature and slender frame, the Viera's physical appearance is strikingly similar to that of the Hyera and Elzen, save for their distinctive long ears. Adhering to a strict code known as the Green Word, they are prohibited from contact with the outside world under threat of exile. Ooh, that's not very nice. If ever found, their society is purely matriarchal. Oh, now that I approve of. And males of age are seldom, if ever, found within the bounds of any village. They instead serve as protectors of the wood from the shadows, that no evil may ever encroach on their sacred lands. Okay, so I prefer the Mikote, which are the cat people. So we're going to be a lady cat person, a lady Mikote. So we're going to tick and confirm that. Ooh, we can put them in different environments. This is exciting. So I think I like her being in kind of a sort of, it looks a little bit South African, Australian kind of background. Let's go with that. So confirm. And then we get to choose our clan. So we can be Seekers of the Sun or Keepers of the Moon. Ooh. So Seekers of the Sun. The self-proclaimed Seekers of the Sun are the diurnal clan of the Mikote race. Their preference from the warm light of day pervades all aspects of their culture, as is apparent in their devout reverence for Azima, the warden, keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. They are perhaps known best for their striking eyes, the result of their vertically aligned pupils and faintly coloured irises. It's also not uncommon for their eyes to be disparately coloured from birth, a trait considered auspicious amongst their kind. Seeker tribes can be found throughout Eorzea, with large concentrations appearing near Limsa Lominsa and the Sagoli Desert. Okay, so they're sort of the sunshiny people. I'm guessing these are the night people. Keepers of the Moon. So the nocturnal among the Mikote have dubbed themselves the Keepers of the Moon, shining from the garish light of day. Ooh. They're like the Phantom of the Opera. They revel in the shroud of night, the most offering their piety to Menfina, the lover, goddess of the moon. They are distinguishable from their diurnal cousins by their darker fur, larger ears, rounder eyes, more pronounced canines and longer, skinnier tails. The ritual application of war paint to the face is still regularly practiced, as it is believed the vivid colours grant lunar powers. After a great many summers of conflict with the people of Gridania, the Keepers have finally made amends with the people of the Sylvan city-state, with some even choosing to make their homes there. Oh, well, I think we need to go for the moon. Keepers of the Moon. I like the idea of the war paint and the more pronounced canines, so actually we need to change our background back now to a more like dark moonlight one. Okay. So, we've confirmed on Keepers of the Moon. Oh my goodness, there's about 10 bazillion things to change here. So height, first of all. Well, obviously we're going to be, I'm presuming, doing some fighting throughout this game. So we don't want to be too short, because we want to be strong enough to be able to take on those big lion-like people. So let's make us a little bit taller. We don't want to be too tall, but I think... let's go sort of 158. So she's got a good amount of height, but not silly height. Okay, and then apparently we have to look at the boobage. Well, we don't want ridiculously sized boobs that are going to get in the way when you're fighting. So we'll just keep them as average, I think. Slightly over average. Okay, tail shape. Now, this is not something I've ever had to consider before. Is there a way that we can turn her around? I wonder if we can turn her around so we can see. Oh, yeah, there we go. Then we can see the tail. Oh, look, there's a little fluffy bit on the end of that one. Looks a bit like a lion. Okay, this one looks more like... Oh, I'm not even sure. I quite like that one though, it's extra fluffy. That one's a bit skinny. No, I'm going to go for the extra fluffy tail. It's almost as good as a squirrel. So, Grace, Tasha, this hurts my brain. Well, we have only just started, so... and it is very in-depth, Weber. So we've got a lot more choices to make through the character creation. Hopefully we'll get this done before, you know, we all fall asleep. Next I'm going to go on with the tail length. So we want a nice long tail, extra balance, I'm thinking, and also possibly being able to whip people with it or strangle them with it. I don't know if that's an option later in the game, but I quite like the idea of that. Face. Okay, so let's try and turn her back round so we can see her face now. Alright, so I can't actually see a huge amount of difference really. I quite like the idea of her having this one because it's got some cat-like sort of whiskery features. So that looks like a good option to me. Skin colour. Oh my goodness. I think we want to go quite sort of bluey because we are a moon worshipping person. Sort of nocturnal blue, kind of blend into the night time. So I'm thinking somewhere around there. Hairstyle. There's a bazillion of these. Right, okay. So, do we want choppy bobs? That's a bit groovy. Wow, that's a lot of hairstyles to choose from. Oh, are we going long? What do you think, people? Should we go for like a nice choppy bob or should we go for something a bit longer? I quite like this. Oh, look, she can have dreadlocks. Ooh, that's quite cute. Little pixie crop. I'm liking that one so far. Oh, how do I go back? I got a bit carried away then. Okay. Goodness me. I might have forgotten which one I actually like by the time I get to the end. Oh wow. That's a Buffoni, eh? Let's not go for that. That's quite cool. No, I'm liking the little choppy pixie kind of crop. Okay, so let's go for that. And then we want hair colour. Oh, and it goes to ears as well. Amazing. So, let's go for a nice kind of dark... Ooh, should we go for like a bright whitey blue? That looks quite cool. Yeah, I'm liking that. It's quite ethereal. Yeah. Okay. Jaw tuck. Goodness me. Okay, they pretty much look the same to me. Oh, let's zoom in. Here we go. Oh, that one's a bit chunkier. Okay. No, we'll stick with the first one. Eye shape. So we want something quite cat-like in the eyes, don't we? I'm not actually seeing these really change a huge amount here. I can't really see much change. Can anyone see a lot of change going on here? No, so let's just stick with the first. Oh, I see. I see now. Right, oh, that one's got very groovy eyelashes. Let's go for the one with groovy eyelashes. Maybe I'm going a bit fast. I think iris size, if we're a moonlit creature, if we're a creature of the night, we definitely need large pupils. and large irises, and then I think for our eyes we're going to be like a really nice dark kind of, maybe a dark purpley kind of colour. That looks cool. Right, eyebrows. Wow, I don't even spend this long when I'm doing my own makeup and stuff. I want one where she looks permanently surprised or confused. I think this one at the end makes her look permanently surprised, like she's going, whoa! Maybe not that one. I think we'll go for them. Although I do like the surprised eyebrows. Right, her nose. Oh my goodness. Something that's quite cat-like. Cats have got quite small noses, haven't they? As do I. Oh, I'm thinking number 4. That's quite cute. Goodness me. Right, and a mouth. So 2 and 4. 2's a bit sort of porn starry. So let's go with number 4. And then we'll have some purple lips to match the eyes, I think. They kind of match there. Let's go for that. Okay. Ear clasps. Oh, there's ear clasps. Let's have a look at this. What does this mean? Oh, you can have them both on either ear or just one ear. I don't know. Do we want ear clasps on both ears? I suppose we could have them on both ears. Why not? I don't know what the etiquette around ear clasps is in the in this world, but we'll go for both. Right, and then we want these to stand out, so maybe if we have them as like a nice bright goldy bronze colour, we'll turn her around so we can see them. Oh, if she's a moon worshipper, actually she's going to like silver, isn't she? So we'll go for silver. There we go. Right, facial features. So we've got our stripes, obviously. Our little tiger stripes here. So do we want scars or bindies? Oh, hello from Midgard Summer. Hello. Thank you, Silver Nexus, and welcome to my stream. Thank you for joining us. I don't think I want any scars on her, although actually, as a cat person, I quite like the idea of her having a little scratch there. So let's have a little cat scratch going on, and a little beauty spot, just to make her face a little more interesting. Face paint. Oh, so she's got some eyeshadow going on there. I wonder if the male characters get this amount of detail with their face painting. I hope so. Oh Lord, there's loads of them. See, I quite like the stars because that would make sense with the kind of theme of the character. But I don't want to hide her whiskers. Ooh, that looks good. Oh, hello. This is Killy. This is my cat. She likes to be involved. Hi, baby girl. So Killy's a little tuxedo cat. She may well join us again. She likes to be involved, as I say. Okay, so I'm going to go for this. I think that looks quite ethereal on her face. Again, gives her a nice little bit of shine. And I actually like the white, so I'm going to keep it as the white, but maybe just slightly less dramatic. There we go. That's a little bit calmer, isn't it? Right, voice. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought she was actually going to say something. Okay. So up the top here, it's got different logos of different voices as well. So we'll try. Okay. Well, she just sounds annoyed. Okay, let's try and see whether that. Oh, this is her being happy. Oh my lord. That's very enthusiastic. Wow. I feel like my character needs less Red Bull in her life. Is there not just a very calm one? Well, that one's better. So I'm going for number 11 at the moment. So let's see what the other voice notes are. So when she's annoyed, she will go, okay. When she's happy, she does the laugh that we just had. This one, when she's laughing. Why are my character's hands disproportionately massive to her face? Oh well. Okay. Okay. Alright. Well, I think that's the least annoying voice. So let's go with that. Okay. So I think that is everything. So we've got our character. Looking very cool. So save appearance data. Yes, because I don't really want to have to go that again. Right, okay. So, save slot 1. Sorry, my cat just decided to do like a loop around the house. Like a lunatic. Right, save slot 1 is called, my clan or gender is called the Lost. Okay. So, let's... there looks like a save. There's a save there, which may well have been my husband doing a test run, so we'll just save in save slot 2 just in case. And I'm going to call her Cat Girl for the moment. Okay. Oh, goodness me. Specify the character's date of birth. Wow. Okay. First astral moon. First umbral moon. Second... This selection has no effect on gameplay. Okay. Well, in that case, oh my god, the cat has gone nuts. We'll go for the 4th astral moon. That sounds reasonable. First Sunday of the 4th astral moon. Okay, so select the character's patron deity, and again, this selection has no effect on gameplay. Oof, so we've got lots of choices here again. This is really in-depth. As Grace Natasha said, Weber said, it is really in-depth, which is quite nice because I suppose it gives you that ability to really build up a character and get an idea of the kind of play that you want to have. But if you're a gamer and you really understand what you're doing, that's great. If you are not like me, then you're kind of just guessing and winging it as you go along. Okay. So let's have a look at some of our patron deity options. Oh, I've just noticed down here we can change our pose. Oh, so she's in a catalogue now. Attire. Oh, you can put them in their underwear. I think that's a bit unnecessary. Let's just leave her chilling in the standing pose now. Okay, so, sorry, back to our patron deities. I was distracted then. So, Halone or Halone. Mover of glaciers and goddess of war, is a guardian deity of Ishgard. She commands the element of ice and is associated with the first moon of the Eorzean calendar. Okay, well, we went for the 4th moon, so we'll leave her behind for the moment, but we might come back to her. Menfinia is the keeper of the moon and the goddess of love. She commands the element of ice and is associated with the 2nd moon. Okay, so this seems like quite a relevant one because she's the keeper of the moon. Her symbol is the full moon, so we'll keep Menfinia in mind as a definite possible. There's an oxymoron. Thaliak, ruler of rivers and wisdom and god of knowledge, is the guardian deity of Sharlayan. He commands the element of water, is associated with the 3rd moon. Oh no, we don't. Again, not fancying him really. Naimia is the watcher of celestial bodies and goddess of fate. Ooh, I'm quite liking her. She commands the element of water, associated with the 4th moon of the Eorzean calendar. Okay, so she sounds quite relevant as well, so she might be an option. I'm liking her. Then oh my goodness, we've got Limilian. I'm so sorry about my pronunciation to everybody who's watching, because it's probably terrible. Lemillion, Watcher of the Seas and Goddess of Navigation, is the guardian deity of Limsa Lominsa. Oh my goodness. She commands the element of wind associated with the fifth moon. Okay. Oshgon is the ruler of the mountains, god of travellers and vagrants, commands the elements of wind and is associated with the sixth moon. Okay. No, not fancying him. Beregot, or Byragot maybe, is the purveyor of architecture and industry, god of the arts, commands the element of lightning, associated with the seventh moon. Okay, so they're all related or interrelated to each other in some way as well. Ralga, Breaker of Worlds. Oh, I'm liking this one already. God of Destruction. So we can already tell what I'm going to be doing. Just bashing things up. Guardian deity of the now fallen nation of Alamigo. Let's go with that. He commands the element of lightning and is associated with the eighth moon. Okay. Azima, Keeper of the Sun. So we're not going to really be getting involved with her. Naldafel, Overseer of the Underworld, God of Commerce. Commands the element of fire. No, not fancying that one. Nofisha, let's go with that. Tender of Soils and Harvest, Goddess of Abundance, Guardian Deity of Redania. Let's go with that. She commands the element of Earth and is associated with the 11th moon. And the last one is Althik, Surveyor of Change and Space, God of Time. Commands the element of Earth. Okay, so I'm leaning between the Breaker of Worlds and God of Destruction, which is great. I'm feeling that. But I think I'm going to go with Naimia, the Watcher of Celestial Bodies, Goddess of Fate, commands the element of water and is associated with the fourth moon. So obviously because we're the Keeper of the Moon and she's Watcher of Celestial Bodies, I like the idea of Fate, commanding the element of water, so we might sort of maybe channel our character towards that a little bit. And also I said my birth date was the fourth moon, so we're gonna, we'll go with her. That seems reasonable. Okay, so oh goodness, select your starting class and city state. Now, one thing that I do know is that I do not want to be somebody that's leading the way, so I don't want to be at the front of the party. I want to be at the back, maybe firing spells or, you know, throwing things at the enemies. So we've got here Disciples of War and Disciples of Magic. So we'll have a look at the Disciples of War first, because these are coming up, but I think I'm going to lean towards Magic a bit more, to be honest. So DM Morelli says no gladiator or marauder then. Okay, thank you for that advice. I shall stay away from them. So talking of gladiators, that was very nice because it's first on my list there. So gladiators specialise in the handling of all manner of one-handed blades, from daggers to long swords, single or double-edged, straight or curved. A defining characteristic of the art is its emphasis on diverse combat techniques, training its members to bring their martial skills to bear in any situation. Okay, so we're going to leave gladiator behind for the moment, and then we've got pugilist underneath. So the path of the pugilist is one of incessant training aimed at mastering the traditional techniques of hand-to-hand combat. Okay, well, hand-to-hand combat sounds that we're going to be up close and personal, so I think that we will we'll leave pugilist alone. Okay, so we've got in the chat, DM Relly says Lancer is cool when they become Dragoon. Oh, okay. So we've got Lancer in just a moment. We've got Marauder next, which is obviously one that you suggested not to do. So Marauder is a combat specialist whose weapon of choice is the Great Axe, a fearsome arm emblematic of Eorzea's pirates. Okay, so we'll leave that because again that sounds like a close-up weapon. So Lancer is the one that dear Morelli is saying is is quite cool when they become dragoons. So the strategy of Lancer is to outrange and fluster opponents with their long, two-handed polearms, peppering them with a barrage of thrusting attacks. They are trained with a number of weapons, giving a diversity to their attacks, which makes them extremely versatile combatants. In former times, the long spear saw the most widespread use, due in part to the influence of the proud Lancer regions of Alamigo. Since then, the guild has greatly expanded its armories to include a variety of weaponry such as the halberd and the trident. Oh, I like the idea of having a trident. I can be Aquaman or Aquawoman. And then last of all is an archer. So that sounds nicely like it's going to be far away as well. So I can see them in my class armor if I click down the bottom. All right, let's have a little look. So let's have a lancer in their class armor. No, my character is stretching. I don't know how to... Oh, job. There we go. Oh, wow. That looks very cool. So this is the Lancers. Now we have to start all over again. Okay, so Gladiator. Oh, look at those boots. They're fancy. Pugilist. Marauder. Oh, no, the Lancers definitely got the coolest outfit so far. So let's check out. Archer looks like Puss in Boots. Oh my god. So Archer, the enduring popularity of the bow is testament to its elegant design, but the simple weapon would be of little worth without the surpassing skill of those who master it, the archers. Projectile techniques such as high-angle fire enable archers to assail their foes with deadly precision, even at great distances. Okay, so that sounds quite cool. Constant assessment of the battlefield enables them to carefully determine the most advantageous ground from which to loose, as well as the nature of the arrows best suited to their enemy. Okay. Oh, the Mikote are widely regarded as most skilled with the bow. Naturally. Liking that. So, let's have a look at magic now, because obviously, when you play these kind of games, I think you want magic. So there's 3 disciples of magic. We've got the Conjurer, first of all. Okay, so Conjurer calls upon elemental forces present in nature and concentrates them to a potency at which spells can be woven. Through practiced meditation on the essences of creation, conjurers draw forth and absorb ether from their immediate surroundings. A wand or cane made from unworked wood is then utilised to focus the ether until it manifests as the desired spell. The seat of the Conjurer's Guild lies at Stillglade Fane in Gridania, where the voices of Eorzea's elementals, hello Miss Killy, are said to be most powerful. Oh, so you think I should be a conjurer then, do you? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's the Conjurer. Then we've got Thermitage. I think the Thermitage looks like the most kind of traditional wizardy type character with the pointy hat. So Thermitage, in the hand of skilled practitioner, Thermitage can be a force of terrifying destruction. At the heart of this school of magic lies the ability to call forth and command the latent aether within oneself through deep introspection, to then mould the aether into sorcery. The Thermitage makes use of a sceptral staff, which is then housed a medium, a natural stone, imbued with magical properties. Okay, so if we sort of look at this from a D&D point of view, the Conjurer sounds a bit more sort of like a bard, more of a sort of druidy type character, and the Thermitage sounds more like a wizardy kind of character. And then Arcanist at the bottom. Oh my lord, look at the horn. All unicorns and rhinos are jealous right now. So, Adepts of the art of Arcanum derive their might from symbols of power born of geometric techniques hailing across from the southern seas. Held within occult grimoires, these symbols then shaped the Arcanist's aether, allowing him to produce myriad powerful spells using the self-same symbols to unlock the latent power contained within gemstones. Arcanists are able to summon forth the familiar, known as a carbuncle, to carry out their bidding. Oh, I like the idea of having a familiar. Okay, the outfit sucks though. Maybe we can just change the hat. So, I mean, out of those, I like the idea of the conjurer, but I do really like the idea of having a familiar. So, let's have a look. So, the conjurer into the eastern reaches of the Allanade landmass, home to vast, dense woodlands and coursing rivers, lies the forest nation of Gridania. Okay. Okay, and then in the Arcanist. So, Arcanist on the southern coast of the island of, oh my goodness, Vilbrand. Let's go Vilbrand. Under the shadow of ancient cliffs, worn by the relentless onslaught of the Rahotano Sea, lies the Thalassery of Limsa Lominsa. Okay, I'm gonna go with purely this Arcanist because I get the chance to summon a carbuncle. So that sounds fun, having a little familiar to do my bidding. Let's go with that. So we're going to go with Arcanist. We are definitely going to do something about the outfit though, because it's just bad. I have selected Phantom as my starting world. Okay. Phantom World. World is another name for the server on which your character will reside. Once you've chosen a home world, chances to move to another will be limited. Okay, well, I don't think that that's really going to cause me any real issues. So we'll just go with Phantom. Okay. Specify the first and last name of your character. Now, I did prepare for this because I thought otherwise I could have spent like 400 years choosing a name. So I went and Googled names for Final Fantasy characters, and I've come up with Awara. Okay, and obviously she's from the moon, so we need something moonish for her surname. Don't want to be as obvious as Luna. We'll just go with Diawara Moon. What do you think, people in the chat? What should my surname be? So my forename is Diawara. So I need a surname to go with this. Something moon-like, preferably. Maybe something about... Obviously she's quite silver and blue, isn't she? So... Any thoughts, anyone? No. Okay. So moon, Luna. What other things are the moon? We'll just go with oh, I know. The moon. There's moons of Jupiter. One of the moons of Jupiter is called Ilara, I want to say. Although Diawara Ilara is a bit bit rhymey. Oh, in the chat we've got Moonbeam. Okay. Well, it's nice and easy. It certainly fits. Oh. Europa. Diawara Europa. Callisto. Oh, I quite like Callisto. I'm feeling that we can have a nice kind of like, yeah, Calypso, Callisto. Okay, we've gone on to a little whole nother. Okay, I'm gonna go with Callisto. I like that. I like that suggestion. Diawara Callisto. That is our name. Okay. Thank you very much, Matt the Grinch, for that suggestion. All right, so it seems to be creating now. I've got the... Oh, okay. She's very enthusiastic. My goodness. Beginning a new game with this character. Okay, so off we go. Shining. Have a quick So this world is currently full players in queue 32. Oh goodness, lots of people playing. Oh, that gives me time to have a quick swig of my drink. In my head now, she's Diawara Calypso a little bit, and I've kind of got her doing this kind of Caribbean little dance, which I quite like the idea of. Diawara Callisto doing a Calypso. I wonder if there's a way to make her dance in this. Okay, we're loading in. That didn't take long considering there was 32 people. Oh, okay. Here we go. We've got like a sky with stars. And my character's just apparently appeared from the stars magically. Like as all babies are born, don't you know? Okay, we're flying through the sky. Oh, I've got some good boots on. Ooh. Someone's talking to me.
Here, feel.
Ooh. Oh. Who's this dude? I am thinking he's not friendly.
Feel. Think.
Ooh. And now I'm going up in flame. No. That dude has a red thing coming out of his head. I think he maybe needs to see somebody about that. Although my character seems to be hearing voices as well. So, you know, fun times. Oh, I've got some... It says, "Oi, you alright, lass?" Oh, we're up north. I've met a grizzled passenger. You were moaning in your sleep and sweating... Oh, you were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets beside. Rolling off the ship got your stomach churning, has it? I'm really not going to do any more accents. You'll be pleased to hear. Okay. So we click to move on from that. Well, he seems friendly. Don't seem like seasickness now that I look at you. It'll be the Aether then, I reckon. Okay, look at him. He's got like all beads and stuff on his head. Some are more sensitive to the stuff than others, see? And we ain't too far from Vilbrand now, which is chock full of aetheretics. Oh my goodness. Okay. No need to fret though. You'll soon get used to it. Oh, jolly good. Nice to know. Oh, so I'm on a boat. There's only one other passenger. Ugh. Might as well have been bloomin' seasickness. Ship's leaping around like a demented chocobo today. What on earth is a demented chocobo? Oh, we'll find out. I reckon I might head out on deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. That sounds like a good idea. Limsa Lominsa is Lominsa? Oh my goodness. It's still a far way off, in case you were wondering, seeing as you're awake and all. How about you keep me company till we get there? Oh, them young'uns don't care much for conversation, see? Okay, so there are some other people on this boat. Okay. Oh, hello Zeitblast. Welcome to the chat. Alright, any road. Brennan's the name and peddling's me trade. Oh, good old Brennan. That means he can sell me stuff. Hopefully. Okay, so... Oh, this is quite a big boat we're on. Wow. All of this darting around to the camera is going to make me feel seasick. Ah, very appropriate considering we're on a boat. How has my character, right, not been attacked considering she was unconscious and her skirt is literally the length of her butt? Ah, smell that salty sea breeze. Now then, lass, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you were one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? Yep, so we've nodded. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. Alright then. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Well, that's cheerful. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business. These days, especially. Okay. What was it that first attracted you to it? I forgot to make some stuff up here. Oh, right, okay. So why did we become an adventurer? To gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune. Ooh. I think that we will go with... Or it's glory. We're Lady Gaga it up. We're on the edge of glory. Glory, eh? Well, if you're willing to take on them tasks as other folk ain't, an adventurer such as yourself can win fame what coin can't buy. Good to know. When you arrive in town, you'll want to report to the Adventurers Guild. Okay, so that's where we need to go when we get there. That's very helpful, isn't it? You can find out everything you need to know about the adventuring business in there. So, well, I mean, it's called the Adventurers Guild, so the clue's kind of in the name, isn't it, really? Just remember, though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Okay, well, I mean, that's a... yeah, makes a relevant point, I suppose. Do you think my cat person has to go to a special tailor to get a... Oh! Hey! Someone's firing on my ship! How rude! I haven't even got there yet. Oh, there's 3 of them. Ships of the starboard bow! Pirate colours! You are. Right. Pirates? Bloody hells. I'm kind of wishing I'd kept the the accent going. Oh. Have you any sense? Get below. Well, that seems like a very good thing to do. Run. Look, everyone's running. We've been attacked by pirates. I've only been in this game 5 minutes. Right, so we've all gone below deck by the looks of it. And Brennan, what is the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship, flying Lominsa colours. Bastards either... Ooh, excuse my language. Bastards either have a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains. Wow. There's no holding back here, is there? This steward dude's a big guy, isn't he? Oh, the sailor. You can rest easy, friends. We made it out of cannon range, and no buccaneer's bark will match this flighty temptress once the wind's in her sails. Oh, he likes his sea analogies, doesn't he? That was too bleeding close, says Brennan. Glad one of us kept her head on her shoulders. I reckon I would have lost mine otherwise. If them pirates gave up the chase, we must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we? Okie dokie. Back up we go. I have to say, I'm very impressed with the graphics and stuff. The sky looks amazing. The detail's very impressive. Okay, so Brennan, by the by, is this your first trip to Limsa Lominsa? I can't even say this. Is this my first trip? Well, yes, we've not been there before, have we? Okay, it is. Well then, let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Oh, this is very helpful. Limsa Lominsa prides itself on being Eorza's foremost naval power. Okay, so it's kind of Britain. Weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. Ooh la la. You'll never guess she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. I like her already. Of course, most folk ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with, like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. And if that weren't bad enough, I've heard that the Sahagin are raiding the coast just as bold as you pleased. Them are the sea-dwelling beastmen the locals called fishbacks, in case you didn't know. Oh my goodness. Right, okay, so we haven't got pirates, but we've got other people. Ah, at long last, land ho! Okay, so we're going to this Limsa Lominsa place. Limsa Lominsa. Alright. Let's check out. Oh, more people. So Brennan says, behold, Limsa Lominsa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of Limilian, goddess of navigation. I'm really glad I didn't choose her as my goddess because I can't even pronounce her name. I like the top of my outfits. Look very sort of sea lifey, sort of wench, piratey, buccaneery. Very appropriate.
On a windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm, amidst the roiling waves of the Lotunnel Sea, lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa.
Well, at least I know I've been pronouncing it right.
To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer.
That's me.
Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Limlane.
Limlane. Okay, that's a lot easier than I was trying to pronounce it.
What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is a beautiful game, isn't it? Look at how detailed everything is. And Brennan says, and this is where we part ways, lass. Oh, my first friend. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on to the high road for me. Maybe we'll see Brennan again. Here, I want you to have this by way of thanks for saving me arse earlier. Oh dear, excuse my language, people. What's he giving me? Oh, hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. No pressure, then. Okay.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on her life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
Okay. So off we go into Limsa Lominsa. This is exciting. I mean, it's just amazing. Final Fantasy XIV. Finally there. It's only taken us nearly an hour. Right. Oh, there's some very dramatic music here. And some sort of swirly thing in front of me. And brickwork tunnel type place behind me. Yellow jacket infantryman. Hey, you there. Who, me? I didn't do anything. I've literally just got here. So he says, I mean you, this is my district, and I make it to know all the scum that washes up in it. How dare he? Scum? How rude. Yeah, indeed. Ah, an adventurer fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. Yeah, well then. You can't go around calling people scum. Allow one of Limsa Lominsa's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lass. I haven't got all day. I'm not liking this guy. Risflo. Okay. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa, a bustling city-state filled with scoundrels and brigands, the rough-cut diamond of the Rotano Sea. Okay. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Oh. Mouse and keyboard. Basic controls. So move the character. Here. Okay. Jump is spacebar. Turn character with the right mouse and turn the camera with the left mouse. Active help windows can be disabled in UI settings located under character configuration. Okay. So to move, what is that? Alright. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of the camera. When you're ready to proceed, speak to Risflo. So open the Final Fantasy XIV Lodestone Play Guide in your default web browser. I don't think we need the play guide. I think we'll just kind of figure it out. So to move forwards, we press W, back is S, left is A, and right is D. And then to move the camera, we use the left mouse button and move around. And to, oh, that moves the camera as well. Okay. So let's go forward and speak to this. Initiating quests. Okay. So this is a little sort of help things, I'm guessing. Alright. So, initiating quests. NPCs offering quests can be recognised by an exclamation mark above their head. Right-click the mark to bring up the quest window. Okay, that's nice and easy. So let's go and talk to him. I wonder how close we have to get to. He's massive compared to me, and I made myself quite tall. Okay. So, accepting quests. Once you've initiated a quest, its prompt will appear detailing its objectives and awards. Click on Accept button in the lower left to add the quest to your list of current duties. Okie dokie. I can hear seagulls. It's really throwing me out. I used to live in Folkestone, which is near the sea, and we have loads of seagulls, and yeah, it's just bizarre. Okay, so coming to Limsa Lominsa. Oh, I get rewards. Woohoo! To recognise as an adventurer, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Well, that seems reasonable. Accept. So, where is the Adventurers Guild? Ooh. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city. And without a bit of local knowledge, you're likely to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. Lovely. This sounds like a wonderful place to be. Hello, baby girl. Oh, Miss Killy's come back. Hello, sweetheart. Are you come to join in? Yeah. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. Drowning Wench. Okay. I mean, why is someone not saving this Drowning Wench? I'm guessing it's that way. It's not far. Oh, that's helpful. Just head down this street and speak with Greffar. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that'll take you up to the pub. Oh, okay, so Drowning Wench is a pub. Jolly good. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Baderon. He's the proprietor of the wench. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. Oh, he'll set you straight. Well, that's nice to know. Okay, got all of that? Good. Now run along and may the navigator guide you on your journey. Jolly good. Okay. Ooh. Quest accepted. I have begun a quest. There was some very dramatic music there. Use the duty list to help you complete your task. Okay, so how do I get to a duty list? Oh, duty list. Here we go. Upon accepting a quest, the current objectives will appear under the quest title in the duty list on the right side of the screen. Oh, here we go. Okay. A maximum of 5 quests can be displayed at once. Oh my goodness, I'm going to get so confused. I just need one quest. Okay, and then there's another page list. Clicking on the title will open the quest in your journal, allowing you to review objectives and rewards. Okay, well that works. So let's try that. So if we click on coming to Limsa Lominsa, so it tells us what to do and where we came from. Okay, that's quite cool. Oh, and it gives us a link quest in chat, so I don't think we need to do that. And a map. Well, that might be quite useful because I have no sense of direction whatsoever. Okay, so off we go and find Greffar. There he is, lift attendant. Okay. Well, look, he's got a thing above his head as well. It looks like a bat on its side or something. Oh, I've gone a bit far. Okay. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa. If you've a mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the crow's lift will take you there. Okay, so that's where we want to go. We'll go up in the crow's lift. Alright, so let's have a little look around here. There's a guy with a tick above his head, so let's go and have a chat with him. Collecting rewards. Complete a quest by right-clicking the NPC with a check mark displayed above his or her head. Completing quests will earn a variety of rewards from items and Gil to experience points. What the hell is Gil? Okay, so let's talk to this guy here, Badaron. So we right-click. Okay, so Badaron is reading a book. Greetings to you, lass. Oh look, he's got a hat like the guy on the boat. Willoughby, but you ain't here for the drink, are you? You've come with a mind to try and your hand at adventuring, I reckon. Well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Limsa. Alright then. The name's Badaron, and this is the most hospitable of hostellaries in the Drowning Wench. Oh my life. Alright. This is also the home of the Venturers Guild here in Limsa. That's why we got a desk specially for handling guild business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like you than wetting the throats of me regulars. Okay. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, see? What's he trying to say? How rude. Not that they need it in these parts on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to stay clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. Wonderful. Okay, so we're having a bit of a tour. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. And no one knows what they're planning, of course, but they're planning anything. You can be sure it's to kill the lot of us. Charming. Okay. This town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and you'll see people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. Alright. And you can blame them. After everything that's happened, Eorza took a mighty blow during the calamity. But our homes weren't the only thing that got wiped off the face of the existence by that thrice-damned bastard of a dragon. Oh my lord, right, there was a lot of information in there. What is the calamity? There's a dragon, and there was clearly like some sort of drama, so we need to find out a bit more about that at some point. Took bleeding memories as well, and no one's been able to explain it in a way that makes any sense. Oh, so people have got memory loss? None of the folks who saw what happened lived to see tell the tales seem to agree on how it actually goes. It's all foggy, like recollections from an hard night on the air. You can imagine why people fear for the future if they can't recall the past. That's very deep. There's one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers which laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink where she was bound for the abyss. See? Gotta love an adventurer. But I say, remember, truth is, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This goddamn calamity spawned memory loss, robbed us of their names. Okay. So we are obviously going to have to find out about this calamity. Won't even let us picture their damn faces. It's like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blinding glare, and that's how every bugger describes it, by the way. Give or take the odd gull. Okay. It's what what's got people calling these heroes the warriors of light. Ooh. If Limsa's ever going to put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need adventurers to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Oh well, that's alright, I'm here now, people. I shall be a hero for you. Maybe one day you'll be one of them. Well, that's what we're working on. And that's why any aid we can give to adventurers is an effort well spent. What say ye, lass? Yeah, lass, you willing to lend us your strength? Well, I might well have a go. Yes, she nodded. Jolly good. Many thanks to ye and the navigator and all. I know she steered you my way for a reason. No, actually, the dude downstairs did, but hey ho. Ah, but listen to me yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis high time we got your mark in me book. Oh, okay. Put your school right there, so I've got to sign my life away. Wonderful. Diawara Callisto, is it? And a fine name it is. Thank you so much. Yeah, and thanks to Matt the Grinch for the help. Congratulations, you are now an upstanding member of the Adventurers Guild. I can't say adventurers, I'm just going to get confused. Oh, yellow jacket people. You there, adventurer, you sailed in on the last ferry, did you not? How does he? Are they following me? The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on deck a few mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friends signals, were you? Hey, they're assuming I'm a baddie. How rude. Badgeron. Now hold on there just a moment, officer. You've got the wrong lass. Yeah, picking on me. How rude. This fine, upstanding young lady is my dear departed grandma's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. Well, I'm glad Badgeron's on my side. This lad wouldn't be caught dead fraternising with such unsavoury elements. Yeah, you tell him. Is that right? Mm-hmm. You are surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully, then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. Aye, you make a good point there, officer. Good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times, me, and two more often than not. Now, sir, what say ye to a tankard of my finest ale afore you return to your duties, eh? Oh, I like it. Oh, not a watered-down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Well, he's just a charmer, isn't he? I ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait of Merithor, but that don't mean it won't get ye good and pickled. Oh, look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on. So kick off them heavy boots, eh? Okay. So Badgeron says, you'll have to excuse those eager bloody yellow jackets. There's been a spate of kidnappings, see? And they ain't got a clue who's behind them. Naturally, they've taken to clapping irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means adventurers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in this town. Oh dear. Okay, don't take it personal though. Us Lominsans can be an headstrong bunch of bastards, 'tis true, but given time will grow on ye. Now, where was I? I feel like I may need to put a warning for language in here. Not for me, for them. Oh, aye. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa, where the seas are green of the faces of me patrons after too many black belly whiskies. Now take a moment to gather your wits and we'll get started learning ye the ways of the city. Okay. So, I've completed my first quest. I've been given a reward of 400 experience and 103 gil, which I'm guessing is the money. So we've completed our quest. Excellent. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. Okay. I've taken my first step as an adventurer in the city of Limsa Lominsa. Listen well to the wisdoms of Badgeron Tenfingers, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Wow, good lord, that was very dramatic. I just leveled up. I learnt some actions. Everything went a bit mad. Okay, so we've got some information here. Pets. I can now summon a pet to do my bidding. Excellent. I only have access to one pet, but there will be opportunities to acquire many more as I continue my adventures. Cast a spell Summon from my hotbar to complete the Arcane Pact. Okay, so that's exciting. Oh my god, there's loads of this right too. Once your pet is summoned, a fixed hotbar known as the pet hotbar will appear in addition to your regular hotbars. The pet hotbar is preset with all the pet commands currently available to you, freeing up normal hotbars for your personal actions and spells. The guard command orders your pet to guard his master, refraining from attacking until you attack or are attacked. The steady command orders your pet to refrain from attacking until you specifically order him to do so. The away command orders your pet to leave the battlefield. Okay. Pet orders and actions can also be set to your hotbars by selecting from the Pet tab under Orders in the Actions and Traits menu. Oh my goodness. Pet tab under Orders in the Actions and Traits menu. Okay, well we can figure that out a bit later. Right, main scenario quests. Important quests used to tell the story of Eorzea and her people are called main scenario quests. Okay, these tasks are easily distinguishable from others by their unique icon. So this exclamation mark with what looks like a kind of gold fire around it. Quests using this icon indicate a task or series of tasks that are tied to a new duty or feature you have yet to unlock. Okay, so there are ones with a plus. Jolly good. Alright, so Badaron has got our next quest, so let's find out what that is. He wants me to perform 3 tasks that will help me learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Well, that seems like a sensible thing to do. Badaron, right, let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tasks what will help you get used to life here in Limsa. Firstly, if you head down the floor and point your nose to the west, you'll get an eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. Okay, I think we saw that on our way up. That's a aetherite. A device what can move ye from one place to another in a blink of an eye. Okay, so it's a teleporter. Ain't no swifter way to travel, providing there's an aetherite where you want to go, of course. Okay, fair enough. Have a chat with the yellow jacket on guard there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. Before you do that, remember to touch the thing. It won't work until you have. Okay, so you need to go and touch the blue crystal, and then figure out how to use it. Second on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons and armour and all your adventuring bits and pieces for sale. Okay, fair enough. And don't go throwing your gill around just yet or you get fleeced. Have a word with Swazblades. Instead, he's head of the Merchants League. Okay. Give him this old octant and he'll treat you well. Okay. And for the last and more helpful hints, I suggest you go and meet some fellow spell slingers at the Arcanist Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for your tomb if you decide to join their crew. Muri at the front desk is one to get you started. Got all that? Lass, see into them 3 tasks. Will take you a little jaunt around the city and that'll help you work out where everything is. Now I best be getting on. Run along, eh? Oh, bugger it. There I go. Without sending you off without telling you something crucial. The bloody calamity's made a right mess of me memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale. Not that I'm judging. Anyway, while you're out, if you happen to pass any poor sods what look like they need your help, considering giving their tale a whirl, listen, eh? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there. Just waiting for ye to stumble on them. For example, Ninia over yonder's been casting glances at ye since she waltzed in. So these will be like little side quests, I'm guessing. Why not lend an ear and see what she has to say? You're likely to find yourself running odd errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as a woman folk can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. Oh, we like rewards. Okay, if you've got the time, I'd also seek the advice of the smith here in the wench. The lads bear that title have some fine advice for them what are just starting out in the profession, and that, my gal, is how you go about becoming a legend among adventurers. Okay, well, we like the idea of legends. And they just waved at me. Okay, so we've just agreed. So we've got a quest accepted. Leave the drowning wench. You must accept the quest, making a name by speaking with Ninya. Okay. So we've got some more information here. Main menu grants quick and easy access to most of the game's main features. For example, selecting character under character. That's useful. Opens a window containing your character's various attributes and currently equipped gear. Selecting journal under duty displays a list of current and completed quests and leave quests. Okay, so that sounds like quite a useful thing to remember. So character under character is fairly easy. If you wish to customize the game's various settings, including key binding, a HUD layout and system configuration, they can be found in system. Select active help. Oh, that's good. So we can go back to the tutorial if needed. And then game progress is saved automatically. No in-game save or load functions. However, to prevent data from being lost or corrupted, it's strongly recommended that you end each playing session by selecting log out or exit game from this menu. Well, that seems sensible. Alright, and navigation. Pressing M on your keyboard, selecting the mini map, or selecting map under travel from the main menu in the lower will bring up an area of the map. Okay, cool. So M for map. Let's test that out. Ta-da! Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm just going to take a short break here, people. So I'm going to pop myself on mute and we shall be back soon. Okay. Okay, and I'm back. How's everyone doing? Are we all having a good evening? I hope you're enjoying the game. Does anyone else play while I'm on here? Is anyone else watching this going, what is this woman doing? Have I inspired you perhaps to have a little look at the game with my wonderful character creation? I hope so, because, you know, we can have a little adventure together then. Okay, so we've got a quest to do. We have to go and find this crystal. So over here on the right hand side, we've got all of the things that Badaron has asked us to do. So let's have a look here. So attune yourself to the aetherite found on the lower decks. Okay, so if we click on that, oh look, we get a map. And it's flashing, so we've got lots of symbols here on the map. So Lanosia, I'm guessing that is where we are. Oh yeah, look, there's different things here. And then we've got world map, display region world maps, center map on player location. I feel like I'm going to need that quite a lot. Turn off map transparency when inactive. Display hide map icons, no, I want those on. Display on hide map text, and lock map so that it cannot be closed by pressing the escape or the X button when the main menu is displayed. Oh no, we want to be able to close it, and then you can zoom in and out on the map as well. Okay, so I'm not sure what these little blue houses are, but we'll find them out. They look like little Cinderella castles, don't they? Okay, so that zoomed right in. So we were about middle. So level 1 close to home. That's our current quest that we're on, and this is where we're at. Okay, so that's where we need to go. But before we do that, it said it wouldn't let me go out until I had spoken to that woman. So let's close the map and let's go and find this Nininja person. Okay, so there she is. So let's go and speak to her and see what she has to say for herself. So, Nininja, a veteran adventurer, has some information that might be of interest to me. Accept that then. We like information. So, Nininja says, well, would you look at this, a shiny new adventurer. Listen close, lass. I've some information that might just help you put you on the map here in Limsa. Okay. I was passing through Bullock Hall below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered around on the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as dream flowers. Ooh. Limsa Lominsa is a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow in across the strait are above board, if you know what I mean. How'd the plants end up in the mizzen mast? Who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak to Scanrail, and she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs and take them to Aldiskif at the Octant. Being a wildly captain, he knows a thing or two about such shady goods. Well. Okay, so now I've got 2 quests on the go. Alright. And then they also said about talking to the smith as well. So let's go over and do that. Although she doesn't have a... Oh god, I'm stuck. She doesn't have anything above her head. So can I talk to her? We'll find out. Oh. As one of the smiths, I provide guidance for those just starting out on the path of the adventurer. For the present, I suggest you learn your way around the city, an endeavour with which Badaron shall no doubt wish to aid you. Okay, so fair enough. Alright. So, oh my god. Let's just call him Scanman. So this Scanrail is going to hopefully take us out of here. You wish to visit Bullock Hall below. The crow's lift is ready when you're... Okay, so this is our lift person. So down we go. Oh. Alright, so we can see the peculiar herbs. So I guess we can do that first. So there are 6 of them. Right, but before we do that, we've got a little green marker. It's called Sanctuaries. That's popped up. So let's have a look at that. So, Sanctuaries. A crescent moon icon will appear to the right of your experience bar whenever you enter a sanctuary. So let's have a look. Oh, okay. So that's down the bottom here, right at the bottom of the screen, and there's a little crescent moon here at the end. Okay. While in this special area, you will accrue a rested bonus. The bonus will continue to grow even if you are offline. Oh, that's handy. All experience earned through battle, crafting, and gathering while under the benefit of the rested bonus will be increased by 50%. Nice. Your current rested bonus is displayed on top of your experience bar. The dark orange bar shows how much more experience can be earned before the bonus fades. If the bar is blue, it indicates your bonus will carry over to the next level. Okay, so that's down here somewhere. Okay. And inns in cities, as well as various outposts and settlements, are classified as sanctuaries. To maximise your experience earning potential, make it a habit to always log out in one of these areas. Okay, so that's probably a good piece of information to take away with us, that we need to make sure we're in a sanctuary before we log out. Okay. So, is everyone enjoying this? Are you liking the character that I've made? Any comments or, advice about what I'm doing or where to go? Let's go and... Oh, we've moved the camera here. Okay. Oh, we've got another interactive... So, interacting. On some quests you will encounter objects with which you can interact simply by approaching, then right-clicking. Oh, well, that's helpful to know. Okay. So let's go and grab these peculiar herbs. Can I also just ask everybody, if you get a chance, please do follow me on my Twitch. Hopefully you've all already done so, but if you haven't, then it's FranJess2000, so please do follow me. And hopefully you'll be interested in joining me as I carry on with my Final Fantasy adventure as well. Alright, so we've got to find 6 of these peculiar herbs. I like this little interaction bar. It tells you, that you're doing the right thing. Not too far away. Well, I thought I was very close. There we are. There's lots of other characters running around. I'm wondering whether these are actual characters or whether these are just like game characters. Okay, and there's another one. Oh goodness, there's a person over there to talk to, and there's another thing over there as well. Goodness me, there's loads to do all the time. Okay, so we've gathered all the herbs, and we've got a person with a tick above their head, so let's go over to them. Oh, somebody just flashed green. Alderskiff. Okay, so I recognise that name. Yes, I'm Alderskiff. You have some herbs you wish me to examine. So, handing over items. Oh, right. Well, that's very helpful that we've got a little pop-up for that there. So, some quests will require you to deliver items. If an NPC requires an item request window, ta-da, will appear. Drag the items from your inventory or armory chest into the item request window and click hand over to complete the transaction. Items can also be added to the item request window by right clicking them. Okay, so we drag the item from our inventory into the item request window and click hand over. So let's do that now. So let's take our herbs, put them in there. Oh, look, it worked. And then press the hand over button. And we can close this chat box here. Yes, as you suspected, these are the highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are the prime ingredient in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into the sleep of death. They don't seem like a very sensible thing to be just lying around on the floor, do they? Okay. Forgive me, I could not resist the jest. Oh, these herbs are naught more than ethnic lavender, a common enough export from Limsa Lominsa. In fact, these probably spilled from crates that were loaded onto my very own ship. I think someone was having a bit of fun with you, miss. Oh, they sent me on a wind-up quest. How rude. Not to worry, you've learnt a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met. Oh well, there we are. Oh, and I still get stuff for it. So, we get 50 experience, and then 10 earth shards. A tiny crystalline manifestation of etheric earth energy. Oh, okay. Cool. And then 2 potions, which are like healing potions. Excellent. Alright, so we'll keep hold of those. That seems like a good idea. I'm liking the very dramatic music when I complete a quest. Oh, and it started raining. Huh. Using items. So, some items can be used granting various effects such as instant HP restoration, attribute boosts, and more. Using an item is as simple as selecting use from the item subcommands. Okay, so where do we find the items? All items with recast timers cannot be used again until the timer has expired. There's somebody jumping around here. Okay. Items you use very often can be set to your hotbar for easy access. Well, that seems sensible to have like the potions where I can get to them, doesn't it? So we'll have to figure out how we get them to our hotbar. Let's have a little look actually down here so you can see that we've got 2 hotbars at the bottom of the screen, 1 and 2. Easily, nicely numbered there. So on number 1 I've actually got some stuff already. So the first thing, it says Ruin, which is a spell. And the second one says Summon Carbuncle. Oh, awesome. So I can have my little familiar. Shall we see if we can summon Carbuncle now? I don't like the name Carbuncle. It sounds like it's like a cancerous thing. Oh, look! Let's zoom in. Oh, look! I've got a little blue kind of cat dog thing. Awesome. He's so cute. And shiny. And it's got sparkles. And then the third one is Radiant Aegeus. So that's another spell. Orders Carbuncle to execute Radiant Aegeus, which creates a barrier around the self that absorbs damage, totaling 20% of your maximum duration. Oh, okay, cool. So, this can only be executed while the Carbuncle is summoned. I don't like Carbuncle. It really does sound like it's some sort of like tumoral growth. Okay, right. Oh, and look, if you remember, they said about a pet hotbar. So this has come up here, this pet hotbar. It's in a really inconvenient place. Order pet to follow behind you. Leave the battlefield. Move to a specified location. Remain where it is. Guard. And steady. Oh, excuse me. Which is to refrain from attacking. Okay, so at the moment we want the pet to heal. So let's put that on. I'm going to see if there's a way that we can move this hotbar because it's... Oh, look at that. There we go. Let's move this hotbar up the top so it's not in the middle of the screen in the way. Oh, quick drink. Oh. Okay. So, our next tasks are the ones that Badgeron has set us. But over here, there was a guy with a quest. So let's go and find out what this person wants as well. So we right click. Edelweiss. Yeah, I'm not going to sing. Genism of the Bruguière Consortium seeks the service of a conveniently unoccupied adventurer. Well, that sounds like us, because we haven't got anything to do yet. Excuse me, miss, but might you have a moment or two to spare? You seem the type who enjoys being accosted for menial tasks. Thanks. And I require someone to make a delivery to the dutiful sisters of the Edelweiss. Alright. I wouldn't be surprised if you hadn't heard of them. The sisters prefer not to advertise their presence here in Limsa Lominsa. Do you know, I'm just going to call Limsa Lominsa Limsa, because this is a bit of a mouthful to say every time. So every time I say Limsa, you can just assume I'm saying Limsa Lominsa. I do, however, provide a rather unique service, of which the Bruguière Consortium has recently been a beneficiary. I would have you deliver this package to the doorman, Lon Ward, along with our profuse gratitude. Okay. So she's just handed something over to me. These people are very trusting. They just like give me stuff. Okay, so we've got another quest here to do, but let's focus on the ones that Badgeron gave us. So, attune yourself to the aetherite found on the lower decks. So this blue shiny thing here, I'm guessing... Oh yeah, the aetherite, that's helpful. If we look here, it says it. So it's got a quest marker on it as well. So let's go up to that and then right click on that. Okay, so we're attuning. Does everyone else feel attuned? I can change the position in the menu. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll explore that at some other time, I think, because we've done a lot of sort of character creation, and I'd rather just get on and play the game, but we'll have a bit of an explore of actually, like, setting up the screen another time. Okay, so somebody says, we don't know who, another novice adventurer. I, Badgeron, has sent more than a few of your kind this way of late. Oh, another yellow jacket person. Sun Timal. I am Sun Timal, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It's also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Jolly good. So, Aetherites. I'm going to go with Aetherite. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into aethereal energies. They are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. They're teleporters. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of Aether. And these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea. Any adventurer worthy of the name will seek out and attune herself to each one. Oh, so that's another job to do. Once you have expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. Okay. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. Don't be hasty. Channeling my inner Ent now. The Aetherites found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Okay. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions. Jolly good. Alright, so return learned. You attune with the Aetherite, you are able to use the return spell. So I'm assuming that the return spell will return us to this Aetherite. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Hopefully. Okay. Well, this is cool. So we've had a little info come up at the question mark come up again. So return. The spell return can be used to instantly travel back to the Aetherite set as your home point. Ah, cool. Casting the spell does not require any MP. I'm going to go with magic power, magic points. Any ideas, anybody? MP? And can be accessed by selecting return under travel from the main menu. The sole limitation of the spell is that it can only be cast once every 15 minutes at Earth time. Okay. So we can't use it all the time. Only one home point may be set at any time. To make an Aetherite your new home point, right click on the crystal to bring up the Aetherite menu. Okay, well let's keep this one as our home point at the moment because I don't want to confuse myself. Alright, so what's the next thing to do? So listen to Swazblert's explanation of the market. So we've got these really helpful little reminders of what we need to do, and then this map of where we need to go. Okay, so that's over there to the left. So let's wander. I wonder if we put this map over a little bit, then we can follow the map. And let's zoom out a little bit as well, because there's a lot of people and a lot of names running around. Right, so let's come down off the Aetherite and make sure we're running in the right direction. Oh my goodness, there's loads of people here. Okay, oh, there's another quest there. Oh my goodness. The Oxant. So this is where somebody mentioned. Okay, we'll go and grab this quest over here. Sweet Nick's Rosy Cheeks. That's a great name. The Goblin Merchant Sweet Nick's appears to be in some distress. Oh no. Oh look, there's my little blue shiny thing. Sweet Nick's is beauteous Gobby and craft smart trade maker. Okay. Makes busy deal with uplanders. Need to deliver letter to gate of Melabane, but has shivers shapes. Okay, and does not speak English. Uplander walks to gate of Melvan for Sweet Nick's. Uplander delivers letter to tax lady Prataja. Okay, so we've got to deliver a letter. Fair enough. Right. I think that's enough quests for us to get on with, so we won't go and get any more at the moment. Let's just stick to the ones we've got. So let's carry on here. So down this way. Gosh, there's a lot of people, isn't there? Alright, so I can see our dude with the blue fiery thing around his head. Oh, there's a rabbit person. Hello, rabbit person. Okay. I'm going to close the map now so we've got a bit more room, and let's right click on him. A fine morning to you, madam. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Eorzea, where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all four corners of the world. This is definitely a salesman. Pray, browse the stalls until your eyeballs ache from ogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. As much as I would love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo recently arrived at the docks. You bear a gift from Baderon. Whatever could it be? Ah, my octant. By the navigator, I must have left it behind in a wench, along with a week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. Jolly good. So obviously the pub is the place to be. Okay, so we need to do that handover thing. So we take this, we drag it over, and then press the handover button, and we've done that. Oh, and now we're in a cutscene. I am most grateful to have it back. This tool is a keepsake for my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid. Absolutely, I'm liking this money being given to me. And what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant? Oh, well, that's not money, is it? Okay, we'll take your wisdom. Simple and sturdy adventuring equipment you seek, you need look no further than the east and west arms of Hawker's Alley. Okay. Lest you doubt, each gil you invest in arms and armour will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. This is a good point. We might need some armour. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stalls specialising in the tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And within but a few steps of bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply your potion and perishable needs. Good to know. Our keen-eyed agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Okay. Such knowledge will serve you well if your purse is light or time is short. I'm assuming both of those things are. But the verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. Fair enough. Right, so we've done that. Oh, and he's got a quest for us as well. Oh my gosh. Okay, we can always come back and get more quests, so let's just focus on the ones that we got. So we need to go now to the Arcanist Guild. Okay, so the Arcanist Guild seems to be up that way somewhere. So how do we get there? Where am I? Let's zoom out this map a little bit. Oh, we're all the way over there. Okay, so we need to go down this way. Okay. Run through here. Walk us round. West Hawker's Alley. Okay, so this is the marketplace then. So what we'll do is we'll come back and explore that after we've done this little bit of our quest, because I don't want to get too distracted, otherwise we'll just be here looking at stuff to buy all day. Okay. Now, what is that little blue thing down there? Oh, I can't see what it is. Okay, let's go up here. And then turn this way. Oh look, my little blue thing is following me. Cool. Gate. So we go in here. Oh, Muri, that's who we needed to speak to. Okay, we can turn the map off now and we'll speak to her. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild. It's here that we research and develop the field of Arcania. Okay. Arcania is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns that map the unlocked mysteries of existence, to draw forth and manipulate the bodies etheric energies. But if I'm not mistaken, you already possess some rudimentary understanding of the craft. Shall I deepen your knowledge of our history as well? Ooh, we've got a history lesson going on here. So, the roots of Arcamia can be traced back to the historic calculation practiced by the people of the South Sea Scales. Oh, right, excuse me, I've just had a pop up, so just ignore that. Let's just hope we log straight back in. There we go. Oh, Miss Killy's come to visit us as well. Hello, baby. Hi. You being a good girl? You want to be involved? You want some love and cuddles, obviously. Oh, that was enough of that. So, Killy is the most unsociable cat in the world. She will be popping up every now and then. She doesn't like anyone except for me. Right. The roots of Arcamia can be traced back to the historic calculations practiced by the people of the South Sea Isles. It was these island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Oh goodness, I'm not very good at maths. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formulae were further developed into arcane geometries, precise patterns that allowed a practitioner to weave aether into specific magical effects. The mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as arcanists, and the school of Arcamia was born. Okay. Many such mages wishing to expand their understanding of the world took to the seas aboard trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Limsa, arcanists found themselves welcomed into the academic elite and soon secured positions in the realms of governance and council. Okay. The knowledge of an arcanist, however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admiral Melwib, counting several wielders of Arcamia amongst her personal staff, became concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. So at the Admiral's express orders, an official Arcanists Guild was established and funding was provided for training and research. Okay, good. The complex and demanding nature of Arcamia, however, remains the greatest threat to its own future. If you would continue your study of this challenging discipline, I must insist you indicate your commitment to joining our guild. Okay, so we've done that. So now she has got another question mark, so I'm guessing we have to go back to do that again. Have you decided to enroll in our guild, or are you now intimidated by the thought of excessive thinking? I try not to excessively think too much at any other time, I have to say. Okay, so we are accepting that we wish to join the Arcanist Guild. Your sound judgment is to be commended. Now, standard practice dictates that I introduce you to our guild master, that you might convey your intentions in person. Okay. Due to extraordinary circumstances, however, he is unreachable at present. Well, that's not very good, is it? Instead, you may speak with Mistress Verbruggen. Let's go with that. She has shouldered full responsibility for the guild's leadership in the interim. Ooh, intriguing. I wonder where the guild leader person has gone. You will find her over there by the bookshelves. You needn't be shy, although her mind is sharp and critical. Her manner is always most welcoming. Well, that's good to know. Now we've got another quest. Oh, God. Okay, so let's go and speak to the Arcanist lady since we're here. There she is over there. Hello. Yes, I am Thubrigham. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. As Marie has doubtless explained, I am serving as acting guild master until our wayward leader deigns to return. I assume our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origins. Allow me then to expound upon its nature. Arcamia taps into the living energies of aether. The evidence of this is represented most aptly, perhaps, by our ability to manifest the arcane entity Carbuncle. I'm going to not call that Carbuncle, I'm going to call it something else. And the manner of magic which this ethereal alloy employs at our command. The core of the discipline, however, is found in the pursuit of definitive solutions to any potential quandary, even on the field of battle, nay, especially on the field of battle. This principle takes precedence. If one wishes to make certain the question of victory, then one must apply the most effective strategy. An arcanist is measured by her ability to calmly analyse the situation from moment to moment and respond with the most appropriate spells at hand. Well, we like having a spell. The study of Arcania will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity. I'm already perplexed, to be honest. Are you prepared to reason your way through predicament after predicament? Why not? Are we prepared to reason? Yes, we are. Otherwise, this would be a very short game, wouldn't it? An unambiguous response, the kind I most prefer. Let us now see if the clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. Oh, goodness. In Lower Lanoska, you will find, amongst other things, 3 species of pet. Wharf rats, little ladybugs, and orelei. I ask that you employ your skill in Arcania to eradicate 3 types of each creature. So I've got to go and kill some bugs. Leave the city through the Tempest Gate and you will soon encounter the potential targets in abundance. As long as you remain focused, I do not foresee these opponents causing you or your budding abilities undue difficulty. Okay, so we're going to have a fight soon. Once you return from completing this preliminary trial, I will welcome you as an official member of the Arcanist Guild. May your judgment remain swift and clear. Jolly good. Okay, so we've got another quest to do. We've got quite a lot of quests here now, haven't we? Okay, so we need to go back to Badron at the Drowning Wench, but let's just see if any of these are close to where we are now. So that one is right here, so let's go and deliver this letter. If we can find the person to deliver the letter to. Oh yeah, look, there she is right there. So let's get rid of that and then that's done. So she says, where is Sweetnix with those import records? Without the proper documentation, I am afraid we shall have to expel him from the city. So we're going to hand over the letter from Sweetnix. So we click and drag and press hand over. Right, these are Sweetnix records. I'm glad to see they were submitted in time. Honestly, you'd think that goblin would have lost his fear of our officers by now. Every month he is to submit these papers, and every month his tardiness forces me to consider his removal. Maybe they need to come up with an alternative plan. As long as one follows proper procedure, Limsa is quite welcoming of foreign traders. Pray convey these words to Sweetnix. Perhaps it will aid in soothing the poor goblin's fears. Okay, so that's that one done. Right, that one looks like it's quite far away, so we're going to leave that one for the moment. So let's go back to the Drowning Wench to see Badron, and then I think we'll probably leave it there for tonight. So let's zoom in a bit there. Oh, there's our carbuncle. Car. I'm going to come up with another name for the carbuncle. I'm not calling it carbuncle. It does sound like it's some sort of disease. Okay, so back here through the markets, and we'll have a look at the markets next time, I think, because we don't really have time to do that today. Right, Oh, there's an aetherite shard here. Let's go and see if we can touch this one as well. Tuning, excellent. We've got a shimmering light. Okay, so we now have aetherite access to Hawker's Alley. Excellent. Quick travel throughout the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand upon aetherite shards. Alright, so let's see if we can do that now. No, and we've got a sign for it as well. Okay, aetherite. Tuning with the shard has granted you access to the city-state's aetherite. The aetherite can be used for quick intra-city travel. Okay, that's cool. So let's try that now. So if we click on it. Oh, okay, so there are lots of different ones for us to get, but this one will take us back to our home point one, I guess, because that's the only other one we've been to. So let's do that now. So if we just click on this. Okay, so you have to click again. Okay, and then we're back where we attuned to the other one. Okay, so that's nice. That makes travelling around a bit easier. So now we need to go and find the pub again. So it's Oh my life. We went up in a lift, didn't we? Let's see if we can go and find a lift. I'm going to move this camera angle to be a bit more upwards. There we are. Where's the lift? Lift attendant. There we are. Okay, so let's go up in the lift. We'll see Badaron again. Ride lift to the airship landing. Well, we don't want to go there yet. So we want to go to the Drowning Wench. Back to the pub. It always seems like a good place to go. Okay, and then let's go and find Badaron. And we've finished that quest. Ah, there you are, Diawara. Enjoy your jaunt around the city, did you? If you mean to base yourself in Limsa, that won't be the last time you'll visit those 3 places. Okay. And now you've got some idea of what's where, you can start exploring the rest of the town. Okay. Little nod. You've shown a good ear for listening, little lass. Stick with old Balderon and you'll go far. So we've finished our quest. We've got 400 experience and 107 gil. Woohoo, we're rich. Okay. Oh, and we leveled up. How exciting. Action learned physique. Okay, so if you remember from the previous little marker that we had, it said to make sure you're in a sanctuary before logging out. So we do check that by making sure we've got this crescent moon here that we have. So we're in a sanctuary. I think if we stay here in the pub, we should be nice and safe. We've got our carbuncle with us. We've got some quests to do next time. But I think that we'll leave it there for tonight. I hope you have enjoyed the character creation and the first little bit of exploring Final Fantasy XIV with me. I won't be online tomorrow, but I plan to be back on Thursday, and hopefully some of you can join me then. Please do feel free to comment in the chat, and also please do follow me, and hopefully I will see you all on Thursday. Have a really great rest of your night. Bye everyone.